At the end of that tape, do you recall Officer Serino asking you whether or not you could identify your son's voice?
Not those exact words, but something to that nature, yes.
Okay. Do you recall the words as best you can recall that he used?
As best as I recall, after he played the tape, he basically just said, "Do you recognize the voice?"
And what was your response?
My response was tell him that I didn't tell him no, that wasn't Trayvon. I think the chairs had wheels on them, and I kind of pushed away from the table and just kind of shook my head and said, "I can't tell."
So your words were, "I can't tell."
Something to that effect, but I never said no, that wasn't my son's voice.
What did you say about the tape when you listened to it that time in the mayor's office?
What do you mean, what did I say?
Did you acknowledge anything about the tape to anybody?
After listening to the tape for maybe 20 times, I said I knew that it was Trayvon's voice. I didn't direct that towards any family members. Matter of fact, I think the family members had started leaving out the room. It was too much for them. They couldn't take it. And I just decided to sit there and listen to it.
This was a very emotional time for you while this was going on. In terms of, I'm talking about the day the recording was played for you at the Sanford Police Department, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you listened to the recording, and as you stated, described to the jury, you pulled your chair back in disbelief that you were actually listening to voices for help, and also, more importantly, also a shot.
Correct.
You realized that was the shot
that killed my son, yes.
Can you describe through your jury what was going through your mind when you were listening to that?
Basically what I was listening to, I was listening to my son's last cry for help. I was listening to his life being taken. And I was trying to come to grips that Trayvon was here no more. It was just tough.
Did you actually write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you're estimating you played it at least 20 times?
I'm estimating that I played it maybe 20 times.
Okay. And you played it over and over. Why? Were you trying to deal with this, or why were you doing that?
It wasn't as much as I was trying to deal with it. I was just trying to figure out on the night of February 26, 2012, why did the defendant get out of his vehicle and chase my son?
And you weren't there when it happened, correct?
Correct.
And this recording, I guess, is one of the last things in terms of hearing the voice and the shot. You were trying to, as best you can, figure out what happened or why it happened?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. No further questions.